for a moment a time before this center. It was the early 2000s, and the Ziff Ballet Opera House looked more like this. And now consider that the project's architect just climbed 6 stories of scaffolding to check the sightlines from the last row of the highest tier. From this perspective, Cesar Pelli said, "Perfect." Why? Because at that moment he knew that the sightlines and accessibility he had designed for the last row of the 4th tier allowed that high school student who used a wheelchair and wanted to sit with his friends at the back of 4th tier to do so and be just like the rest of the kids. He knew that every level of the venue was accessible, from orchestra to the 4th tier. He had a vision of a place where real people, regardless of ability, could create lasting memories together with the arts. And I think that it is our job to embrace this vision and move it forward. But architecture alone isn't nearly enough to meet the needs of our guests. In order to meet these needs, it takes a knowledgeable and committed staff to continue their education about accessibility and be responsive to the needs of the guests. I believe that by listening a little more, caring a little more, and doing a little more, we cross the threshold from what is expected to a place where we can make real people's lives a little better by giving equal access to the entire family, regardless of ability. We know that accessibility services are not a set-it-and-forget-it process. It is ever-changing, and there is no one-size-fits-all solution. While we are committed to being proactive and responsive to the needs of the guest, there's always more that we can do and always more to plan for the future.